Today we have one of the most important topics for all scholars of antiquity. But not only for scholars. This is also important for all those who want to discover truths that have been deliberately covered, while others, due to ignorance, accept lies as true history. When we talk about antiquity, we cannot leave aside the coins of the Illyrian kings. On some of the coins of these kings, the phrase basilios or basilios is found written, in some special cases. Official claims. The official stance considers the word basilios as a pre-Greek word, which may have come from older cultures such as the Pelasgian or Illyrian. The Greeks used this word to describe kings and leaders, but they have not provided a clear etymology for how this word entered their language. So, ancient Greek neither protects nor gives meaning to the word basilios, yet, on the other hand, considers all these coins to be Greek. In reality, it refers to a high royal rank, and this is confirmed by the interweaving of archaeology, historical linguistics, and the Albanian language. Science speaks for itself when there is evidence. However, one of the many variations that the Albanian language provides for the name Basili, and the most popular one, is Basili, which means, made like the star, Ibrosiyli. If we start from mythology and compare it with the Albanian language, we find very interesting parallels that have never been mentioned by the official stance, bringing to light a historical continuity that extends to the present day. Mythology is filled with names such as Ili, Ilos, Ilion, and Iliad. In Pelasgian Illyrian mythology, Ilos, or Ilos, depending on transcription, is a legendary figure known as the founder of the city of Ilion, Troy, from which the city took its name. In the Albanian language, Ilion does not require interpretation because it directly means, Ylli John, our star. And Troy, or Tiaroi, land, our land. Likewise, Iliada means, the star was separated. And when the old letter, D, is equated with DH, we get, the star has given. But if we return to the coins, we notice that not all Illyrian kings had this high title of basilios. This means that not all Illyrian rulers had this status, which seems to have been an elite rank. Since Alexander the Great, Pyrrhus of Epirus, and many other prominent historical figures had this title on their coins, it suggests that this was a status given only to special kings and not to all Illyrian rulers. In the Old Illyrian language, specifically in what some call Phrygian, or the language of Illyrian tribes, the word bas is connected to the concept of king, leader, or dominance. Bas also means being above, at the top, or the first. Even the official stance recognizes this. This term is mentioned in historical and linguistic sources, where it is linked to the word basilios, meaning king, unifier, which in modern Albanian correlates with bashk, together, retaining elements of rule, authority, and unity. Meanings and uses of the word bash. 1. The front part of a ship or boat is called bash. The ship's bow, bash, of the boat. The tower of the bow. The top of the bow. Sits on the bow. 2. Conversation. The best part of something, the most chosen part, forehead, cream, flour. The wheat bough, of tobacco, wool, brandy. The boys, girls, bow. The place's bow. 3. A place set at the head of a room, usually near the fire, the head of the place, the corner. The room's bow. We sit on the bow, at the head of the bow. In the Albanian language, we can see further connections with endless words that reinforce and give the true meaning of the word basilios. Bashk, together Bashkim, union Bashkpunim, collaboration Bashki, city hall. Important to mention is the word bashtine, protected land, property, and, as a concept of authority and trust. Even in Albanian traditions, we have Dali Bash. The Dalabash is the person who takes the lead and has command over toasting with a glass of raki or wine during a gathering or celebration. Since he holds this status, he has supreme authority over the group, and no one can intervene while he holds the Dalabash title. The word Dalabash is made up of Dali, toast, and Bash, meaning the one who stands at the front, with full authority. On some coins, such as those of the Illyrian king Monuni, this title appears as basilios, written BAC instead of BAS. This unintentionally reveals another derivative of the word bash, which further reinforces that everything about this title is exclusively connected to the Albanian language. Thus, the word BAC, as in Bakjurji, Bakjin, etc. In the Albanian language, Bak is a title connected to authority, respect, wisdom, maturity, experience, and leadership in a community. Base M.sh. Name, with which in some regions of northern Albania the younger brother calls the older brother or the children call the father or uncle, used with respect before the name of the father, the older brother or an older man. Bak Sokoli. May you have a baka. Happy baka to you. So to emphasize, according to the Briggian language, which is confirmed by the official line, BAS symbolizes the king or the one who is above others, supreme authority. It is worth remembering that in these alphabets, since the letter SH is missing, it is written simply S according to the Albanian language Bash. Symbolizes the unity and strength of unity. The best part of something, the most chosen part. BAC, it is related to wisdom, respect and maturity as a leading figure in the community. Conclusion. So the root, BAS-BAC, is the same word and has an ancient origin that is related to leadership, authority, union, unity, the best of something, the most chosen part. In Albanian culture and language, these words represent respected, authoritative figures, the best of something, the most chosen part. Individuals who lead, protect and maintain the unity of a group or society, the most chosen part. This root is embedded not only in the language, but also in Albanian traditions, showing a clear continuity between antiquity and today's Albanian culture. So we have clarified the first part of the word. The second part, ali, ylli, and ileos. These words in Albanian have a wide range of meanings, which are related to enlightenment, leadership, fate, and prominence. These meanings are important to understand the symbolism and root of this word in the Albanian language and in ancient Illyrian culture. Some of the main meanings. 1. Ilios has the direct meaning, born brings a direct connection to natural authority. Ba plus Ilios equals, he who is born to lead, made to lead. This shows that the king is not just an ordinary leader, but a figure born with a sacred mission and with authority given from the beginning. Two, illumination and leadership. The star is a symbol of a celestial body that illuminates and guides the night. This is related to the idea of a leading figure who brings light and direction to people. In antiquity, it is already known that the Illyrians saw the star as a divine symbol that reflected divine protection and guidance. 3. Luck and happiness. The figurative meaning of the star as good luck or happiness is another important aspect. The expression in Albanian, to be born with a star, means to be lucky or to have a sacred mission, reflecting a connection to the divine. 4. Eminence and fame. In Albanian, il equals star, is used to describe something or someone that is distinguished, bright, or famous. This is related to great historical figures or leaders who shone among their people. Symbol of enlightenment and wisdom. The meaning of the star, as a guiding light or illuminating beacon, connects it with guidance, deep thinking and vision for the future. five-pointed figure and kingdom. The symbol of the five-pointed star has historically been associated with strength, protection, and unity. In Illyrian culture, we already know that the star had a special importance as a royal symbol. It is noteworthy that Ilios, in Albanian means, of the star, with the meaning chosen, earthly ruler, holy, divine. Conclusion: based on these meanings, the root ili/yll, ilios, ilit represents enlightenment, leadership based on the light of knowledge and spiritual strength. Eminence, leadership and fame as figures who stand above others. Fate and wisdom, a connection to divine fate and a sacred vision. This root is an important pillar for understanding Illyrian identity and reinforces the idea that the title Basilios/Basilios was related not only to authority, but also to the enlightenment and leadership that these royal figures brought to their people. So in conclusion, the meaning of Basilios, combining both roots, Bas plus ili equals, he who unites and illuminates, a figure who leads with authority and brings light, direction, and unity. This title is associated not only with kingship and power, but also with wisdom, vision, and the ability to lead a people towards a common goal. Bas plus ilios equals he who is born to lead. This meaning shows that the title Basilios/Basilios represented a special king, not just an ordinary ruler, but a divine and enlightening leader who united people under his authority. An enlightened figure, who led his people with vision and sacred destiny, being chosen by the star, the highest symbol of heaven and the divine. Basilios/Basilios is a term that encompasses two important pillars, earthly authority and divine enlightenment. The roots ba and ili are related to leadership, unity, and enlightenment, presenting the king as a figure who unites his people and follows the vision of the star, a sacred and guiding symbol. However, in Albanian, Basilios also has the direct meaning after the Ilios, or after the star. This meaning is an extraordinary addition and reinforces the idea that the title has a direct connection to the symbolism of the star and divine guidance. So we also have the meaning, he who follows the star, a leader who orients his people according to the vision and illumination of a divine star. This implies a spiritual and symbolic connection with celestial power. Ilios equals ilit equals, of the star, means someone who is in service of a greater mission and who receives authority from a divine source, being connected to the star as a source of light and direction. After the Ilios, or after the star. This shows that the title has a direct connection to divine symbolism and enlightenment. In this context, basilios means a leader who follows the star, receives authority from the heavenly illumination and guides his people according to a divine vision. This connection between the king and the star reinforces the idea of a sacred authority, which serves as a bridge between heaven and earth. So, what everyone knows as ancient Greek is nothing more than a collection of words from the Albanian language misinterpreted by the ignorance or malice of those people in the Middle Ages, who tried to recreate the old language by disconnecting it from historical continuity. So language is the only one that scientifically explains these words in detail. So, what everyone knows as ancient Greek is nothing more than attached phrases of the Albanian language misinterpreted by the ignorance or malice of those people in the Middle Ages, who tried to recreate the old language by disconnecting it from historical continuity. So the Albanian language is the only one that scientifically explains these words in detail. So, if you want to learn the true history and sciences of that time, you must turn to the Albanian language, which carries the golden key.